a crazy morning. I wonder if you agree.
To agree with that.
Yeah. I know we haven't said that we would not be talking about politics, and I'm not. I'm not talking about politics. But congratulations to Joe Biden for winning the election. We found out literally 30 minutes. Was it 30 minutes? Maybe a little less than
I
that,
wouldn't
right?
even. I was about to say you're probably a lot longer. Me, I would say even less than 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, because it's now circulating, right? Because
Yeah, yeah,
they're
yeah.
calling it now. News was it media? News and
Mhm.
media are calling it right now. So congratulations, it's over. I'm just happy that the voting and the anxiety and all of that is just over. The counting was the worst. Just and of course Nevada's still counting
Oh my
because
god,
it's
like
Nevada.
Nevada, I think Georgia and Alaska are
Was
definitely
Alaska
the ones.
Arizona, or did Arizona already call it? I forget.
Arizona has already called it.
Okay.
Arkansas and Arizona called it pretty early.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
It's Alaska, Nevada, Georgia, and North Carolina.
Oh, gotcha. Well, they took too long. I mean, but they're gonna still count them, which is fine. But like, they called it.
I'm just surprised Nevada called it before Georgia.
No,
It still looks like they're still not done
no, they're not
counting,
counting
but
yet.
at this
Philadelphia. I
point,
was supposed to say Philadelphia. Pennsylvania called it first this morning, and it was interesting to see because I didn't think Pennsylvania would have gotten before anyone else, but they did. So that was interesting. And everyone's celebrating. Well, not everybody, but people are celebrating. And congratulations to Joe Biden and all of that, which is great. Like, I'm just happy that the count is over. I'm
I was
just
about
so
to say that
happy.
that's what was really upsetting, like
Yeah, that it took this
us and a lot of
long.
our friends, is that it was just dragging out.
Mm-hmm.
It was really, really hard to sit and
Having to,
watch this drag out for so long.
right, having to go to sleep and then wake up in the morning, like staring at your phones, hoping, like, finally today might be the day that they count them all. Oh my
Right.
gosh. And it was predicted that it would be finished yesterday. However, when it didn't happen yesterday, it actually happened this morning. I'm just like, that's like 4 straight days. Is it 4? Did I count right? Am I
I
Nevada?
don't know. I think I probably. I'm tired. It's one of those things.
I
It's
am
like
too.
I don't have to count this early in the morning. It's a Saturday.
I was about to say, this has been the most exhausting week for
Mhm.
America.
Yep.
I have never seen so many people just tired, just absolutely tired, because it's the stress. From both
Yeah.
sides. It's just stress and the
It is
anxiety.
stress.
Yeah.
Um,
So
because I voted election day, and I know you voted election day,
I
but
did,
I know
yes.
a lot of people voted early, did
Right.
mail-in ballots, did absentee ballots,
Yes.
and I personally cannot imagine the stress
For
they went
those.
through,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, waiting that long, and with reports of ballots going missing in the mail, or like incidences of sabotage from
Yeah.
either side of the party.
Right.
Um,
And you
but yeah,
absorb that news and it was constant. Now I
yeah.
can just honestly, I can breathe a sigh of relief, which I honestly did. I'm just like, it's over. Thank goodness. Um,
It's like at this point it's like I was ready to just like I care who wins, but at this point I just can't take any more counting.
I can't either. I'm so tired. I'm just so tired. But we didn't want to talk about something that was honestly because before we talked about we wanted to have a lighter topic to talk about today because we knew that this whole week was just going to be so stressful and we didn't want that, obviously. So we're going to
Actually
talk about,
expecting the counting to continue through the weekend.
yeah, I think they're still going to count through the weekend.
Yeah.
um
We weren't expecting an announcement today or even this weekend.
mm-mm.
So we did want to keep it lighthearted for everybody, make sure everyone's
Well, even now,
hopefully in an okay mindset.
of course, but even now it's going to be good for them to um I lost my train of thought. Never mind.
I was about to say, it's
Ignore me.
no longer that anticipation.
No, no, no. I feel like my brain can finally relax and it just wants to
Yeah,
pass out again from all the stress. But
that's
it's
fair.
just
But I'm
not.
like, my brain is still like, it's still 2020, and I don't trust any
Anything
of
can
it.
happen. Yeah.
Anything
This
can
is
happen.
this
I
isn't
don't
the
trust
end. We
it.
have 2 more months. Or actually a month and a little,
A month and a half
maybe.
ish.
Yeah, cuz we're still in the first
Yeah.
week, right? Or the second week.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, anything can happen. Anything.
Yeah.
All right, but we actually this topic we're going to talk about came up because one of our favorite um actors was in the news. And we'll get to that. We'll
Yes.
get to that eventually. But I
And
want to
well, let's just go ahead and preface it. It's not as traumatizing as when, let's say, Ryan Haywood or when your
yeah, yeah.
internet
No, nothing like
celebrity
that.
ended up in the news. This
It's just
is
actually kind of sad to me, you
it
know.
is. It's extremely sad.
Right. But yeah, we'll get into that. We'll get into that in like the final thing. Because my question to you, my dear Abby, is okay, we're talking about our favorite actors, right? Our
Yeah.
favorite actors. But I want to talk about your favorite actor as a child. And don't get me wrong, I had like you're a child, you have crushes on everything.
Anything and everything.
I
I
was about to
remember my
say I
sister
was
had crushes on like Ash Ketchum and Joey
yeah. That's what I
Wheeler.
was about to say. I had crushes on like fucking Kovu from Simba's Pride, like the Lion King 2.
I remember that
My God.
that's legitimate, like older Kovu. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, but that's Disney, and Disney's not fair.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
So we're gonna put aside all of our animated crushes. We're gonna put that aside for
Right.
now, and we're gonna
We're
talk
looking at
about
live action.
live action or actual
Mm.
actors, and who you had a crush on. Because I actually had several, and there's one
Oh,
particular
girl, I
one.
had so many.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
had so many.
So I would love to hear what you thought of your act, not just like childhood, but who you grew up with and everything. That's what I want to know.
Right.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
since
what I want to
you
know.
fair, we'll start with childhood, and since you pointedly asked about crushes, we will start with crushes, and then like actors that we grew up with that we really really appreciated.
Right.
Obviously, I have no shame. I will crush on anything and everything. I have armada of ships when I watch shows.
Yeah.
As you well know, I will ship anything and everything. I will fall in love with anyone as long as they don't hurt my heart. Um, Untamed, I'm looking at you.
Mhm. Mhm.
Mm, the first thing that really pops into my mind is the Fast and Furious franchise. I adore Paul Walker. I loved Paul Walker. He had those striking blue eyes and that very like pleasant squarish face
Yeah.
that wasn't like too square but like nice and square. And he just like had a great smile, a dazzling, just like cheeky gremlin-esque smile, and I just
Did I
but
I was gonna say, did I ever tell you that my sister actually met Paul Walker?
I think you did.
Because she was an extra on the film. And it
It was
was
one of the later films, right? Like
it
not
was
the
no,
latest
it
film.
was the last film he was in. The
7,
last
right?
Yeah, the Fast and Furious. It broke her heart when she found out because she also had a huge crush on him.
Actually, that wasn't their last one. It was they closed it up with 8. Um,
It was the film where they
yeah,
were
it was the
filming
film
when he
that they
died.
were. Yeah, it was 7. I'm
Mm.
pretty sure it was 7. I could be very, very wrong. I think it's 7. Um, that yeah, it's like I'm with her. It's like it broke my heart. My sister came into my room when it was made public that he was
Yeah.
in an accident and died, and she's like, before you find out online, I wanted to tell you. Like she came into my room when we were still living with our parents, and she's like, Paul Walker died. that broke my heart. She saw my face just fall
Yeah.
and just like, I'm gonna leave you to process that.
Yeah.
Um,
Because it was your
but he
childhood
was
crush
a
and you grew
really
up with him. Yeah.
he's a childhood crush, and it's like I looked up to him a lot because he isn't just like one of these frivolous actors. He had a degree in marine biology, and he was a huge, huge, huge advocate for great white sharks.
Mm-hmm.
It was because of his fame, and being really good friends with marine biologists that were doing some really new technology and new approach to studying great white sharks at Guadalupe Island.
Mm-hmm.
That they were able to continue to progress their research and actually had a show that started off on Nat Geo and then moved over to Discovery and premiered on Shark Week
Oh,
for
wow.
3 years. And they even continued the year after, or I think it was like 6 months after Paul Walker died. They're like, we've actually tracked down where great white sharks actually have their pups, and like we don't have Paul Walker here to show it
Yeah.
because he's like a good friend with those marine biologists. He actively, regularly went out on those expeditions with them and stuff.
Right.
I thought we were going to do something happy. He's my favorite in Fast and Furious, but I also really, really, really like Vin Diesel. To this day, I still do, and it's for his Riddick, Chronicles of Riddick.
Oh, I love
Pitch
Chronicles of
Black,
Riddick. Yeah.
okay, so there's Pitch Black, Chronicles of Riddick, and then Riddick, which was crowdfunded. They got no sponsorships or anything like that. That was 100% crowdfunded.
Really?
Yep.
Huh. Interesting. I never knew that. Wait, are you talking about so like Pitch Black was crowdfunded? Or is the
talking about the third one. Pitch Black is the first
Oh,
one. And then there's the Chronicle of Riddick, where he ends up
in New Mecca?
taking, like, he keeps what he kills, which was the
Yeah.
entire theme of that movie. And then there's one after that, a live action after that called Riddick.
Oh, I don't know if I saw that. Maybe I did. I remember I watched. I think I might have saw that. I don't remember. They'll bleed together for me.
That's fair. I'm not gonna like get upset with you. I'm like, that's fair.
Right.
Um,
But I would
and
say like Vin Diesel, yeah, for real. Oh my
yeah.
goodness. My goodness.
Oh yeah. Those are two that really stand out to me because Fast and Furious to this day is still like really important to me. I really, really like them. Oh, hang on. I got someone else. Han from Tokyo Drift.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Same. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Same.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was like, I saw him. I'm like, oh, Lucas Black is kind of cute. He's that Bama boy. He country boy. He all right. And then Han shows up. I'm like, well, bye, Lucas. Yes.
Yep. Good one. That's a good one.
Oh yeah. I knew you would agree on him. So I've given 2 and 3 really. So what about you? Any really that just, I know there's millions, hundreds of thousands.
So okay, first off, this is the one that stands out to me the most because I had a poster. Both me and my sister had a poster of this guy, and I'm not talking about the posters you get in those magazines and those teen magazines. No, we actually bought a legit poster, and it was Jonathan Taylor Thomas from Home Improvement. I don't know if you remember.
Girl, yes. But Tim Allen for me.
Oh yeah, no, Tim Allen's good, but like it was Jonathan Taylor Thomas. I had the biggest crush on Jonathan Taylor Thomas, and I don't know why. I just thought he was the cutest thing. Hold on, and
really cute face. He also kind of has that like cheeky kind of gremlin smirk going on. He's cute. He is really cute.
And the actor who plays Zach Morris from Saved by the Bell. I don't know if you've ever seen Saved by the Bell. You can probably look it up. But the guy with the swoopy hair, yeah, no. I had a thing for swoopy hair. Oh, I should also say, hold on. I'm telling you, I had a lot of because like I wasn't allowed to watch a lot of PG-13 movies. So a lot of the shows that I watched, these actors, if you can tell, they all have something in common. They're sitcoms. And we watch like family sitcom
So you
actors
like
and
a
stuff.
funny man.
Yes. Um I had not a crush on Corey Matthews from Boy Meets World, but his best friend, Sean. I had his actor. The name of the actor is Ryder Strong, and he also played in Cabin Fever. I had the biggest crush on Sean Hunter, and their bromance was the best. And I remember, and that was one of the shows, of course, that you grew up with because you see them grow up from, I think, middle school to high school to college to university and then beyond, right? It fucking love them, love them. And I had the biggest crush on all of them, right? And of course,
Yeah.
I'm a 90s kid, obviously. Of course, I wasn't allowed to watch Titanic, but I saw fucking Leonardo DiCaprio. So of course I love Leonardo DiCaprio. He was adorable in
He,
Titanic and in
he is.
Romeo and Juliet. Loved him in that too. I didn't understand what's going on in Romeo and Juliet. You know, I was a kid, so the language they used, it did not click to me. You know, I just wanted to see the pretty people, and the person that I saw was Leonardo DiCaprio. Wow, so good.
Like someone just popped into my head and I promptly forgot them. It's like, who is it? Another one. And a lot of people don't like this guy. I kind of always had a crush on like Ben Affleck.
Who?
Ben
Oh, Ben
Affleck?
Affleck.
Yeah.
Ben Affleck is okay. I don't know. I don't know what it was. Again, this was. I don't know what it is about it. Maybe he doesn't have the swooshy hair that I like. I noticed that that's the one.
I like knowing your husband. It's like, of course you are obsessed with hair.
Of course. You know,
Of
I'm
course.
putting two and two together because
I'm seeing a type.
yeah, it's the long swoopy hair. Goodness. And you know, when it blows in the wind, they look like they're in a Pantene commercial. Oh, that's delicious. But my kid self would be happy that I dated a guy with swooshy hair. My kid self would be like, "You did good, Ricey. You did real good."
Say, would your kid self have a crush on your husband?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Actually, I was talking to when we went to visit his family for Christmas. I saw a bunch of his like childhood photos, right?
Baby photos?
Not baby photos, like kid photos. And I looked at him and I looked at the photos and I'm like, you are definitely the kind of guy I would have a crush on. And he's like, why? And I was like, you had the swoopy hair, you know, you had like it was like hella blonde at the time. You know, I was just like, yeah, I would have found you very cute. And he was laughing because I was like, yeah, because he fit the profile of a lot of the sitcom boys that I was in love with. But actors besides the sitcom boys, I'm gonna call them sitcom boys, okay?
I mean, that's fair. That's what they are.
I was gonna say actor wise, like I said, I wasn't allowed to watch a lot of PG-13 movies unless it was with my family, you know, my parents. I loved Indiana Jones. So
Harrison Ford. Ooh, yes.
Like, I didn't know Harrison Ford in the Star Wars because I didn't watch Star Wars, you know.
That's fair. That's fair. Like your family isn't a very nerdy family.
Not like that. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
But I loved Harrison Ford. I loved because in my kid mind, Harrison Ford is an adventurer. It didn't occur to me that he was an archaeologist. He was just an adventurer, as if that's a job description you can have. Adventurer. So I was like, I want to be an adventurer. I want to, like, if I want a job, that's what I want to be. I want to be just like Harrison Ford. Loved him. Loved Harrison Ford. And like, of course, he was like a smooth womanizer. And I'm like, yeah, he knows what he's doing. Those girls, they're lucky. Like super lucky.
I was about to say, I will argue with you on Indiana Jones is not a womanizer, but I will like say that it's like he does dirty real well and he does clean real
Yeah. Oh
well.
yeah. Oh yeah.
When he's in his professor suit, he look
Mm. I just I don't I
no
man
shame.
man. I also
Mm-hmm.
before, and this is another funny thing. Again, I got like I said, I have a lot. I have a lot of guys. Um,
That's
have you heard of an actor named Tyler Posey?
yes, but I don't.
He was in Teen Wolf. He's the main actor in Teen Wolf. Okay.
He's like a little cutie. He looks like he would be a little brother to what is his name? Oscar Isaac.
Yeah. Okay. But I didn't have a crush on him in Teen Wolf. In fact, I had a crush on him when he played the son of Jennifer Lopez in Made in Manhattan. I was like 12 and I saw him on screen and I'm like, he's cute and he's smart because he's a smart ass in the show, right?
Yeah,
And he's adorable, or in the movie. And he's adorable. And I'm
he
just
is
like,
adorable.
good Lord. And when I saw him on Teen Wolf, like, of course, I was older at the time. And I'm like, oh no, he's a child, but you do good. You're doing good, Tyler Posey. You're doing great.
I mean,
I
like,
was
there
like,
are
I
a lot of
remember how
photos of
to.
him now as an adult, and it's like,
I
okay,
know. I know.
okay.
He filled in so well. Like,
He got tattoos too.
yeah. Mm.
So, I have a question for you. Since we're talking about teen crushes and childhood crushes, what
Yeah.
came out when I was like a younger teen-ish, mid-teen-ish, um, preteen probably, was um The Lord of the Rings.
Oh, was it Orlando
How did
Bloom?
you feel about Orlando Bloom?
Listen, I can now say this without any guilt or shame because my sister caught me. I wrote a letter, a fan letter to Orlando Bloom, and I was supposed to send it. I don't remember what it was. I'm pretty sure it was cringe. My sister found my letter and she made fun of me for it because she's like, Orlando Bloom's not going to read your letter. Turns out I don't know if he does read fan letters or whatever, but the moment I heard it, I was like, I have to send it. I don't remember if I actually did send it or not, but I do remember I was obsessed with Orlando Bloom that I wrote him a fan letter. I wonder, because like me and my best friend at the time, um, we loved the Lord of the Rings, right? And she was like, "Hey, let's see if we can write a what was it? A fan letter to Orlando Bloom because you know you had the PO boxes and whatever to send fan mail and stuff."
Yeah.
So we found it and we're like, "We'll send it to him." And she actually sent it. Like she did send it. And I couldn't
Alright.
send it cuz I didn't have like the stamps or whatever. And so I kept it. But she sent it. And I'm like, "Ha, girl, you're so lucky." Cuz I don't know if they sent anything back, but you know, just fan mail. But Orlando Bloom?
Yeah, Orlando never kind of like he never really did anything for me. It's like I remember it's just like, oh yeah, Orlando, because everybody else was like Orlando. It was like,
Listen,
nah.
he
It's
was
like he was hot as Will Turner, but for me
no.
that was the clothes. It's like
Have
for Will Turner it was the clothes.
listen.
But
What is the
for
one
Lord of
thing
the
that
Ring,
no, it's like what is the one thing that Orlando Bloom has that you know I'm obsessed with?
the swooshy hair.
It was the long hair. It was
Yeah.
long hair as an elf. And I cannot see him anything else.
It was a long blonde hair
Yeah,
as an elf.
as an elf. And of course, long hair does it for me. And Aragorn was also
I was about to say it's like I didn't have a thing for Orlando Bloom or Legolas for that matter, but Strider.
oh, I
Yes,
did
please.
too.
Holy fuck, yes, please.
I was so envious of what that elf chick that got with him.
Uh,
Arwen?
Arwen.
Yeah. Cause he looked at her like I wanted him to look at me. And I was so mad. And he was adorable with his, again, very long hair. And
You
just,
were child.
I don't care. When you're a kid, that doesn't compute in your head, right? But I'm just like, mm. And by saying child, I did mean like preteen, teen kind of thing. But Lord, those two, they were the best. Oh man, they were the best. And around this time, I would say like the Harry Potter movies came out, but I didn't watch them. I wasn't really into that growing up like that. So I never really crushed on anybody. But I see everybody else crushing on these people. I know how we're talking about actors that we like, but this is like childhood crush actors. So let's move on. Oh, actually, do you have any more childhood crush actors you want to share?
Not like I'm a little tired. I've been awake since like 6. So it's like nothing. I know I'm a terrible person.
No, you're not terrible, but just
well, like I broke my rule of.
That was what you're gonna take.
I broke my rule yesterday of not having caffeine after 12.
Oh,
I was awake.
Oh shit!
And you know that I'm really strict about that because it will fuck up my sleep schedule, and I was awake until 2 because of it.
Dang, girl, why you do that to yourself?
Because it was mint tea. It was sweet mint tea. I couldn't help it, girl. I got a problem. But like someone that really sticks out to me that it's like I've kind of grown up around, other than like Paul Walker and Vin Diesel, because it's like I follow Vin Diesel like a lot. Was probably Ron Perlman, but he's more of a voice actor to me because he's been in like every childhood show I ever watched.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
But
voice actors are hard,
Hellboy though.
Right.
Hellboy though. Ewan McGregor. Excuse me, Ewan McGregor.
Wait, hold on.
Ewan McGregor. I can't help it. He just has that like. I like a slim face.
Oh, I see what you. Okay, Obi-Wan.
Okay, it's not the Obi-Wan part. He's been in like.
Of course, he's been in many.
Rouge.
Yeah,
he's like many. He's been in a lot of stuff. I really like him as an actor, and he is hot. He's hot. And you should like Obi-Wan too, okay? I don't want to hear it from you. He's got that long, flowy hair. He's got that swooshy hair.
Yes, he does.
I don't want to hear it.
That the 90s ladies go crazy for. That's me.
Also, Liam Neeson. Not really a crush, but I really like him. I've liked him since I was a kid.
Liam Neeson. Okay. Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he's been in whole kinds of shit, especially lately.
I forgot. Oh, shit. Okay, go ahead. Because I just remembered.
Matthew McConaughey.
I never had a crush on him. My sister did. I don't
know. His hair? Excuse you, what? Are you sick? What?
It wasn't his hair. It was his voice that irked me.
Oh, you don't like that. All right.
No, I just don't like the way he talked. And like his face seemed too much. My sister loved him.
You don't like that cut look. He has it's not super sharp like some of the actors I like, but you don't like that really sharp angled face.
Not really. I don't think I do. I mean, that's it. Like, it just doesn't do it for me. And that's like, he would check his hair, perfect. But everything else about him, not really. All right, so I have to share this. I can't believe I didn't think of him before. He is my biggest nerd crush. I say nerd crush because he was a doctor from Doctor Who. And I was
oh my god.
Doctor Who. He is the 10th Doctor.
Matt Smith.
No. Oh gosh, no, Matt Smith, no. Ugh.
Oh, well, he's a little cutie. He has the hair, but David Tennant, I know.
It's fucking David Tennant. I was obsessed with David Tennant. So much so that I watched.
Excuse you, was?
I had a chance. I had a chance to meet him, and I didn't know I was going to. But it's okay. I'm okay with it. I saw him. We were I was fangirling so hard. Not even gonna lie. The reason why I like him so much is because he, when I of course was older and knew what I wanted in a guy, I like them thin boys, you know? Those little noodle
Right?
boys. Noodle boys.
Yes.
I like noodle boys. And he fit that profile. And he had that swooshy hair. It was dark, but swooshy hair. He had an accent that just I loved. He was incredibly hilarious. You know, noodle boys. No, he's incredibly hilarious. His acting is amazing. I've seen him perform Much Ado About Nothing, like the stage
Mhm.
performance. Loved it. I saw him in Broadchurch. I saw him in. Oh, I didn't see his Hamlet performance, though I really need to. I saw him not only as like the 10th Doctor on uh,
Doctor Who.
Doctor Who, I loved him in Jessica Jones as a villain. He was the. It was just brilliant. That how he acted.
Obviously, you're obsessed with him in Good Omens.
Oh yes, in Good Omens, he was hot. Oh my god, he was so hot. And I'm not saying this
It
is
was the skinny jeans, wasn't it?
oh, it was a
Wasn't it?
lot of things. It was the leather jacket. It was the
I'm.
car he drove. It was the sunglasses.
They did a
Listen,
really good job with him.
oh my
They did a
god,
really good job with that character in the show.
listen. It was like okay. So this is one of the actors that not only do I find him attractive, he was an actor that actually acts so well. Like his performance just captures me. Even the bad ones, because I saw like a what was it, a rom com he was in, and it was but like because I watched it just because of him, and then I saw him in Good Omens, and I'm like, oh God, it's coming back. The rush, like just oh, and I know he's married, he has kids, respect. I will never like,
I'm married,
and his
and you
wife.
have fur babies.
That's true. His wife is absolutely stunning. She's gorgeous. So they're like a power couple in my brain, right? But
Yeah.
good Lord. And then I hear that he was going to be Uncle Scrooge in DuckTales.
Scrooge McDuck.
Scrooge McDuck.
And the new one. And the
In
new
the
stuff.
new DuckTales. My ass was
Yes.
like, "Oh yes," cuz he has the Scottish accent that's his accent. Perfect. 10 out of 10. He kills it in that role. I love him so much and I just want him
So good.
to thrive and be happy and like be the best noodle boy. He's just I love him. I love him. And not only as again, just and his acting is great. I should also say my favorite actors who I'm not really attracted to, but I do like their acting because there's
So
a
that's
few of those
fair.
too.
Hang on, before we leave our like the hot ones, or just leave the ones that we're attracted to.
just
Idris Elba.
yep. You just saw a
Yup.
good one. Good. Yep. Mm-hmm.
And the reason I bring up Idris Elba because it's like I have no thought process right now, no train of thought or anything like that. It's like because I was still hung up on Matthew McConaughey. And that man is just like his face. He does the country boy really well. He can do a good boy really well. But damn, they made him the bad guy in Dark Tower. And holy
Oh
fuck. Oh,
yeah.
girl. I know you're not attracted to him, but have you seen him in Dark Tower?
I haven't seen him in Dark Tower, but yeah.
We need to fix that because
I mean,
I'm a sucker for villains.
right.
I have no shame. I am an absolute shameless little shit for villains. But also then it's like Idris Elba.
Idris Elba.
Oh.
Yes.
I am
Yes.
sad that he has officially turned down the fan request for him to do 007
007.
James Bond.
Which brings me to my next topic. Again, it wasn't someone I was
Mhm.
attracted to, but I actually really liked him. Was Sean Connery.
Oh,
Maybe it was the accent.
that's fair. It's hard to beat a Scottish accent.
Yeah. Because he was also in Indiana Jones. He played his father. That's how I first knew of him. And then I saw him as 007, you know. And when I found out the news that he passed away, I was devastated. I didn't post anything about it. Like my sister told me, and I was just quiet. I was like, because to me, he was one of the guys that were like immortal in my brain, you know?
Yeah.
Because he just aged like a fine wine. He was still very handsome, even in his old age. And I was just like, how? And his acting just, oh, I was so upset when I heard he passed away as well. Like, because he was an icon. And I thought he was going to live forever. It's the same with Keanu Reeves. They're
Say,
just,
girl, we're waking up. If like immortals, Betty White is the only immortal. Oh, wait,
no,
Keanu Reeves is the
Keanu
other
Reeves.
immortal, and then it's just like, yeah,
It was Sean Connery, but not anymore. I'm so Sir Sean Connery. I'm just I'm sad. I'm so sad. Like it's just it was of course it had to happen in 2020.
I
Because
mean, he was 90 though.
and he looked so good for a 90-year-old. Just saying. Just saying.
Also, I've realized you have yet another thing: Scottish accents or Scotsman.
Or
You're like Sean Connery,
or
David
accents.
Tennant,
No, or
your
accents
husband.
in general. I just say accents in general.
That's fair.
Because I have there's okay, so let me just go ahead and say it. I love men of all kinds, you know, race, all that. It doesn't
You
bother me.
like men?
I
What?
love a lot of men. So I should also add some of the list Asian actors that I adore and African American actors that I absolutely adore that I think are just mm. And then also
Before we get too far gone from Sean Connery, another great actor we lost that was really good was shit, what's his name? My cat's eating my hand, so I can't remember what his name is. T'Challa.
oh yeah,
Black Panther.
Chadwick Boseman.
Yes.
Yeah. And he
I
was
was trying
hot.
to say John.
Oh,
yeah, I was
God.
about to say John Boyega. I'm like, hang on, wrong show,
Nope.
wrong franchise.
Wrong franchise. I loved his smile.
he
I never, and the thing is, I never knew he had cancer.
No one did.
No,
Everyone wanted to complain. It's like, oh, you're looking tired. You're losing weight. Oh, this, oh, that. And it's just like, it just reinforces, for me anyway, it's just like, don't judge a book. You don't know
Right.
the story and the battles behind it. What hurt you more? Was it Sean Connery or Chadwick Boseman?
It hurt more Sean Connery because I grew up with him. Chadwick Boseman hurt differently because he was still in my head. He had
right.
a lot. He had a huge career in front of him, and he was never able to achieve it. And that's what broke my heart. And like you can tell, he left without any regrets. But he was.
He
still
did
so
a lot
young.
of good.
He did
a lot of good.
But he was still so young and still had like a whole career ahead of him that he was building. And to think that it was taken from him. I don't want to say that it was taken because that's very negative. But in my brain, it's like it was taken from him or he was never able to accomplish it. But again, I don't know his personal life. He may have felt that he was fulfilled, you know, enough in his life. But and he got to be part of one of the biggest franchises ever. I just like that's what I mean. It hurts differently. You know what I mean? It's a different kind of pain. But
so Asian actors.
We already spoke. I say we already spoke about the guy who was in Fast and Furious.
He like, bruh, that's like a different kind of hot. That's like.
Okay, we said okay. We spoke about this. This is very important, but I have to. I want to get his.
Who is it? Is it
hold on.
is it The Untamed?
No, not The Untamed. This is again a childhood crush, but this is how I knew
Oh.
that race doesn't is I just love men in general.
Fair.
It was what is his name? Hold on.
Was it from a childhood show or was it from a movie?
You'll find out. You'll find exactly who it is. Just give me
I
one
don't want to wait.
second. You're gonna have to. His name is
No.
Paolo Montalban. He played Prince Christopher in Cinderella, the Rodgers Hammerstein Cinderella.
Oh
with
yeah.
Brandy. And his voice with Whoopi Goldberg and Jason Alexander and all of these, Vivian Cox, Bernadette Peters, all these actors, right?
Yep.
He was the Asian prince.
He hot too.
voice
I'll give you that. He hot.
He's hot. And like I watched it recently. I rewatched it. Okay? Recently. This year actually. And I'm like, "Oh, yep, the crush is still there. Crush is still there. His singing voice. He's good boy. Man, I love him. I love him so much. I still have that crush. And I'm just like, when you hear him sing for the first time, at least when I did after a long time, it just floods back to me. I adored him. 10 out of 10. Of course, we also talk about like the Untamed. Though all those actors are just beautiful, and of course
They're
their
still
characters.
hot.
Their characters have long ass hair that flow beautifully in the wind.
Right.
Like, come on, man. Yeah.
But like even the actors outside of like their costumes and wigs and everything. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
They're so cute.
Nibro, holy Jesus.
Mhm.
Hung up on Nibro right now, so it's like.
There was one. Hold on. There's one actor that I fell in love with in college.
Since you mentioned your favorite Cinderella story, my favorite Cinderella story is Ever After, and the prince in that one is hot. It's like I know you think he's like kind of useless and stuff, but I'm like the actor though, and those outfits for him, girl, those striking blue eyes. Oh my god.
Yeah.
With that darker hair. Yes, girl. Yes. Oh my god, yes.
So this is a guy that I was in love with because again, his acting was amazing and he was super cute to me in college. Because by this point, I did not have like cable or anything. So a lot of the shows I had to watch was either on Hulu or like streaming, right? Because I didn't want to pay for cable in my college.
That's fair.
And that opened the gateway to like K-pop and K-dramas, right?
Yeah.
Asian dramas. I fell in love with this guy, Jang Kyun-suk, who did so many movies, who did I think is also a singer and whatever. Mwah. Fell in love with him. Loved him. And Jung Young-hwa, which is, I'm pretty sure I'm butchering the name. He's an actor in the same show that's called You're Beautiful, which got me into K-dramas, right? He's the lead singer of CN Blue, who I'm obsessed with. Yep.
Oh my god.
So if he's considered an actor, him, because I also love CN Blue. I will always be a fan. So that. But those guys, I was just like, I'm in love. K-dramas. And these actors are just fucking hot. Man. But yeah, sorry. Asian actors, I'm like,
They hot.
I should talk about good actors. I'm talking about how hot these actors are. We need to talk about good actors.
We want to transition over to good actors. Let me see here.
Because we've been talking for 48 minutes about hot people. Actors we fell in love with as a kid. So there's a lot. I didn't realize it was this much, but there are a lot.
There are a lot, and this isn't like a comprehensive list that like I have in front of me with detailed information about each one. I'm just like, there's this one, and there's this one, and I'm like, I'm out of it, and my Chrome is freaking the hell out. Okay. You probably may need to. Okay. Here we go. It's working. What's his name? Yeah. I really like, because it like, I watched this in the last 2-3 years. It's called The Heathers, and it's a 1989
Yes.
film.
Yes.
It has Winona Ryder in it as the main character. And it has a young Christian Slater in it.
Yep.
And
Yep.
buddy, is he fucking hot in that? And I still think, like, he's still attractive. He's not as hot as he used to be, but he's still attractive. But man, is he a good actor?
Oh.
Like, I really like him. That's just the most recent thing that I can remember him in. But damn. And he plays a bad guy.
Yeah.
So fucking well.
Exactly.
So fucking well.
It's not that he was a bad guy. It was that he was, I would say, a very
in
misunderstood
the
soul.
Heathers, I was about to say, in the Heathers, he is absolutely a bad guy.
But it's interesting because when he does, like, he is a bad guy, but you can tell it was just misunderstood, and the way he thinks is just twisted. Like, the way he acted was just amazing. Let's just put it there. And it was delicious. I've seen the Heathers, and like classic.
It's like but Christian Slater, I really like him as an actor. I feel like he's not in enough films, if that makes sense. There aren't enough like good villain roles for him to play. I think he played a villain very, very well. It's like I said, I'm shameless about villains. Another good actor that like is he when in his prime when he was younger was absolutely an attractive actor, very hot, is Tim Curry.
You're right.
He is a phenomenal actor.
Yep.
He is a phenomenal actor.
Absolutely phenomenal. Tim Curry is a classic.
Because like you can always judge the character of a person based on how they were introduced to him. And I adore him forever and for always as Long John Silver in Muppet Treasure Island.
Oh yeah.
Like my mom got Disney Plus and I'm like, Muppet Treasure Island, I am watching it today.
I meant to say this because he was on my brain when we talked about really good actors. He is everywhere. Yeah. He is very versatile. Not Tim Curry, but this guy I'm about to say. Very versatile. And he's literally everywhere. And I love him. I love seeing him on screen. And that's Stanley Tucci.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yes. I love Stanley Tucci. Him. I was introduced to Stanley Tucci thanks to my sister because my sister is like obsessed.
I fucking love him. He's everywhere. And I love that he's everywhere. He's just so good. Love his acting skills. And he's very versatile because he does like, what was it? He plays in The Devil Wears Prada as like a snooty whatever. And then he plays in, what is it called? The Hunger Games as the
Caesar.
Yes. Fucking amazing. Love him. He's just very versatile. Like, and very theatrical. I just love him. Good guy. Love his acting.
He is very good. He's very good. I love him to death. He is a little bit typecast. Just a little bit.
Yeah. Understandable, yeah.
And that's fair. Sometimes you just need to have that actor do that. That's all you need. But someone who is genuinely versatile is Gary Oldman. And he hot too. But Gary Oldman, oh my God, he has been so much.
Oh,
yes, girl.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's been so much. And like my dad really sat me down and introduced me to him. He's like, "Oh yeah, Gary Oldman. Oh yeah, that's Gary Oldman." I'm like, "Why do you keep bringing up Gary Oldman? It's like it doesn't look like him." He's like, "Oh yeah, it's definitely him." And so it's just like I look it up and I look at all his films. This was like 8 years ago or something. And I'm like, he's in everything. He's like, yes. obviously, this is why I'm telling you he isn't everything. He disappears into his role because he's a very, very good actor.
Yeah. Fucking yeah. I'm
I would say
saddened to
another.
see that they're. Oh, let's go ahead.
No, you go first.
No, no, go ahead. I promise. Go ahead.
I was about to say, Gary Oldman that I didn't realize was Gary Oldman was in The Fifth Element, and that brings me to
Wait,
another
really?
typecast. Yes, girl, he's the bad guy. The one with the like weird like half mohawk comb over
That's
plastic
him?
hat thing. That's Gary Oldman, girl.
No
I told
fucking
you he
way.
disappeared. Yes, yes,
Yo.
yes, yes.
Dude.
You good?
Yeah, no, I'm
You
just
good?
like, I fucking love that movie. Like, damn. That's insane. That's so funny. I actually got to rewatch that movie, to be honest.
That's a good movie. I'm long overdue to watch it again.
It's so
But
it's like I love the aesthetic, the space, like the future kind of look, and just
right.
Oh,
I
anyway.
love Chris Rock in that. I do like I understand why
Rock
people are
is so-
so fucking pissed off with that character, but I'm like, I love him. I
Was it
love
Chris
this
Rock?
character so much. I
No.
would die if I ever met this character in person because he's so annoying, but I love him in this movie.
No, it wasn't Chris Rock who was in The Fifth Element. It was it?
Yes.
Hold on.
Oh, girl, come on now. It's been 5 years since I've seen this movie. Come on, you.
It's Chris Tucker. That's who it is.
Oh, okay.
Chris, yeah, it's a
Wait.
Chris, but it's the different Chris. Chris Tucker. Because he's the guy.
I'm
Chris Tucker is
like,
the, no, Chris
I'm
Tucker.
glad I didn't say it was Chris Hemsworth.
Oh, no, you're good.
It
No,
was another hot guy, but that's beside the point.
the reason why I knew it was Chris Tucker because Chris Tucker played in the Rush Hour movies, and I loved those Rush Hour movies. Like, oh my god,
Those are good. Jackie Chan
Jackie
is also
Chan.
pretty good.
Jackie
Yes.
Chan. Okay.
Oh my god. Yes.
He is another one that is an immortal, and I was it Jackie Chan holds a special place in my heart because again I grew up with Jackie Chan because my
Yes.
dad was he did
Yes.
karate, right?
Yeah.
And he
Mhm.
learned a lot, and he loved like what was it, Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan,
Yeah.
all those classic fighter actors, you know.
Jet Li. Yep.
Jet Li, yep. All of them. He loves movies like that. And so when I like those are the only movies I was allowed to watch, right? So of course I watched the Rush Hour series. I also watched what was it? Shanghai Nights and Shanghai Noon or whatever. Those
Oh my god.
two
Yes.
with Owen Wilson. Because Jackie Chan is a treasure. He's a
Mhm.
treasure. And he is to
Yes.
me another immortal that like I hope never dies. Because the moment he dies, I won't break
Burn
down.
the world down.
Yeah. Especially if he goes out in 2020, I'm gonna burn the world down. Like it's just
Please
I
don't
love
jinx
Jackie
us.
Chan. I remember
Please
Jackie
don't
Chan
jinx us.
Adventures, the animated series.
Oh my god, yes, girl, yes.
I love
That was
Jackie
such a
Chan.
good show. That was such a good show.
I'm telling you, he is a treasure that I want him to grow old and happy. I love him so much. But yeah, sorry. Chris Tucker. That's the guy that I was talking about. Because the other Chris you mentioned, I forgot his last name now.
Rock.
Chris Rock. He's the one in
Yes.
Fargo right now. He's the guy who's
Is
in
he?
the series Fargo that has been playing throughout the year. I think it's
Yeah.
still going on.
Holy shit.
And apparently
Okay.
they absolutely
him.
love him. Yeah, they absolutely love him in Fargo, the show that, the new show that came out.
Because he's like not a terrible actor.
No,
He
he's
really
not.
isn't.
Mm-mm. I can't wait to see him excel. He deserves it. Because he did the Madagascar, what was it, Zebra? I can't remember his name for the longest time. And I'm like, come on, Chris Rock, you can do better than that.
Is that Marty?
Yes, Marty.
The zebra Marty? Yeah.
Yeah, that's him. Chris Rock is the zebra. And that's also how I knew him. But dude.
Sure. And it's like, and that's actually pretty impressive if he's never done like voice acting before because he did a really good job in Madagascar.
Mm-hmm. It was good. Um, I'm continuing the role like the list of
Yeah.
black actors because I really want to put some shine on them.
Love. Give some love to them.
Yes.
Um,
Kevin Hart is also a treasure, and I
Kevin Hart.
love Kevin Hart. Yeah.
I
You seen Kevin Hart. You have to. He's a comedian.
like I love Kevin Hart and Dwayne Johnson's relationship.
Yes.
Like I love like their internet presence.
They're
It's
so
glorious.
wholesome. Their bromance is hilarious.
And the shit talking to one another is perfect.
It really is. I love Kevin Hart. And like he's his comedy and his acting is really good. Even like his comedic acting. But it's
Yeah.
like it's still so good. Like he's just I love him.
I haven't seen this yet, but I think you have, or you've told me about it. What was it? Get Out? I haven't seen it. I've seen reviews of it. I've
Yes.
seen clips of it. So like the main actor for that like looks amazing.
Fantastic.
And I haven't even fully
He was
seen it yet.
he actually hold on. He actually was in another film. Hold on.
Was
Oh, and
it
Jordan Peele also. He's a director for that, but he's also was an actor, a comedy actor.
comedian? He's really fucking funny.
It's Daniel Kaluuya.
Yes.
That's the main actor's name. And oh yeah, he's been in several. He's been in several movies. He was in Black Panther as well. He was W'Kabi in Black Panther.
He's yeah, the guy who had the rhinos.
Yes.
It's
I
like I
remember
kind of forgot about him because M'Baku.
Yeah, M'Baku. Yeah, M'Baku.
Ooh.
Yeah, no. Ugh, that guy. But I remember
Also,
him also in
like
Black Mirror. That's like because I saw him in Black Mirror. The guy who was
yes,
in Get Out was in Black Mirror, and that's how I knew
that
I connected the two.
that's like I'm like he's been in something like very like dark themed or dark
Oh yeah, it was very
storyline, and I
dark.
couldn't remember what it was, but it's like Black Mirror.
Yeah, the episode that he was in Black Mirror was intense for sure. But you were saying anyway, M'Baku.
M'Baku. I feel like Black Panther, like with all those wonderful, amazing actors, like what is it? Michael B. Jordan, Chadwick Boseman, our guy from Get Out, M'Baku, like this entire cast, it was just like so underappreciated.
It
And
really
like
is.
I got to see it on the big screen. It was so fucking good. Like
Okay.
I could spend an entire podcast about that movie.
Black Panther. Okay. Well, we're gonna talk about Black Panther before because it's already we hit an hour. All we did is talk about hot actors. But it's okay.
Well, they're
It's
actors
okay.
for a reason.
They really are.
They're
We can continue because I will talk about the same thing with actresses. All right, we need to do another one of just actresses because
I
oh my
told you,
lord,
you're like, oh, we should do like actors and actresses. I'm like, hang on, girl, hang on. We gonna be a
yeah,
while.
it will
We
be a
gonna be a
while.
while.
But I'm just gonna like dip my toes in actresses because we're talking about Black Panther, right? Lupita Nyong'o.
Girl.
Lupita
Oh
Nyong'o
yeah.
is the most beautiful woman I've ever seen. Her acting in not Get Out, what was it? That's
Oh,
the other Jordan
Us.
Peele. Us. Her
Us.
acting in
Yeah.
Us. She is a what do they call those actors? Shit, there's a term and I can't remember. I'm so tired. But her acting, a phenomenal actress. Absolutely phenomenal. And
She's really
she's
good. Like
she's
all the main
gorgeous.
powerhouse women of that movie were breathtaking.
Oh yeah.
Shuri's actor, Okoye's
Shuri, like
actress. Oh my god, like the mom. Holy Jesus, I would like grovel at her feet. She's so wonderful.
oh
She's beautiful. She's
yes.
glorious. She holds herself so
It's Angela
amazingly.
Bassett. Yeah, because she's been in many movies. Angela Bassett. In many movies. And she's a fantastic actress. Letitia Wright is Shuri. She's a little younger than us, right? I
Yeah,
want
I figured
her
she was mid-20s.
Yes, I want her to thrive as an actress. Like cuz
Oh
she's
my
going
god,
to be
yes.
I want her to grow
Yes.
so much as like not only as Shuri. I don't want to be I don't want her to be typecasted cuz she's like super smart and everything. I want her to be a thriving actress. That's all I want
Yes.
for Letitia Wright.
Yes. Um, but since we're coming up on like the last half hour, obviously we go over if we need to.
Yeah. We're talking about him.
Um,
Okay, we
yeah, I'd say because it like with us, like how we've been talking already, yeah, we should go ahead and talk about it.
Okay. So the one actor that we both adore, we set him aside because speaking of um what was it?
Attractive actors,
I try
very
not only
talented actors.
that's it. Talented actors who is very versatile,
He is extremely versatile,
whose
extremely
acting
versatile, and
is just
is the reason that sparked off the topic for this
yeah.
podcast today.
And that guy is Johnny Depp. I love Johnny Depp.
Oh my god, I love him too.
I love him
Like,
so much. I I liked him in Edward Scissorhands, but again, Edward Scissorhands was something that was unique to me. Like growing up, I never because it was a '90s movie, so I didn't really understand like the Tim Burton concepts or anything until I watched like The Nightmare Before Christmas and like oh the creepy factors is actually something that's can be appreciated, right? Loved him in Pirates of the Caribbean. Loved him
always.
in Sweeney
Always.
Todd. Like I loved him in Sweeney Todd. Alice in Wonderland, the movie itself was all right because everything in Alice in Wonderland was CG, like the live
Yeah.
action Alice in Wonderland, right? But Johnny Depp playing the Mad Hatter was the only like it was just so good to me for
I
him
would
to play
say
the
Anne
Mad Hatter.
Hathaway as the White Queen was also really good. Like the
Yes.
big actors and actresses made that movie very bearable.
Yes, 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 yes. I adore him. Like I really do. Johnny Depp, and he played in that horror movie as well that I watched. Um, what was it? It was based off I think it was based off a Stephen King book. I know it's saying a lot, but it was the one based off the Steve. I'm looking this up.
I was
Right.
about to say,
I'm on Wikipedia on the list. Loved him in Once Upon a Time in Mexico, which I
yes,
should have said
girl.
fucking Antonio Banderas. I love Antonio Banderas.
How dare we
How could I
forget
forget?
him?
In Spy Kids.
How? Girl, fuck Spy Kids. I'm talking about Zorro.
Oh
Zorro.
my God,
I grew up with Zorro.
I did too.
Spy Kids. The reason I watched Spy Kids was because he was in it.
Zorro. Oh, and we saw. I watched. Okay, so my husband never seen Zorro. We watched it for the first time this year. So, and of course, Antonio Banderas is just so
Your
hot.
husband is extremely sheltered, by the way. I need to just kind of like throw that out there. Your husband is so sheltered.
No, he loves 80s movies. He kind of skipped over the 90s movies and then went on. He watches all the classic. He's just an 80s man. He's just born in the wrong era.
Oh my god, his style, his
Yeah.
clothing style is absolutely 80s.
Hella 80s. Hella 80s. So
like acid wash jeans, red tiger striped like pajama pants. He did come over to our house with those on the other night.
He's hella 80s, and I love him for it.
So
I absolutely love him for it.
He can actually pull it. He pulls it off very, very, very well. I will give him that. It's just really funny to see someone so quiet show up with such clothing with so much personality.
Right. But again, we should go back from Antonio Banderas to Johnny Depp. So
yes.
I saw him in Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, Johnny Depp, which was a unique role. He did it so well. I saw him in Sleepy Hollow, which was all right. I saw him in.
Really enjoyed Sleepy Hollow.
Right. I watched Blow, I think, but it was like a little bit of Blow. I saw that one. Once Upon a Time in Mexico, because
Oh, always.
and of course the Pirates of the Caribbean series. He was Secret Window. That's the movie. That's the film.
Yes,
The Corpse
there
Bride.
is one.
He voice
I love
acted in The
Corpse
Corpse
Bride.
Bride. Yeah. Um, let's see. And then we talked about Sweeney Todd, Alice in Wonderland. Oh, he was in Rango. I saw
Yes, he
that
was.
once.
He was the main character.
Yeah, I was like, I saw that one time.
I have not seen it all the way through. The one that I've seen, and I don't think I've seen it all the way through, was The Ninth Gate.
The Ninth Gate? What was that one? Why does that sound familiar?
It's like he goes on this hunt for some reason. Someone he knows disappears, or he's
Oh wait, that's a horror movie, right?
it's suspense horror kind of thing.
I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Like take what is it, the Da Vinci Code, and make it really supernatural. I still haven't. I don't think I ever finished it. I should go back and watch it. I obviously I'm with you. I know him from Pirates of the Caribbean. I know him from was it Alice in Wonderland. I never got to see him in Secret Window. I really wanted to watch Secret Window,
Secret Window is like it's good. It's more of a thriller suspense than anything. But it's good. I mean, it's all right. It's like a very slow burn of a movie, if that makes sense.
But one of his most I mean, it's Johnny Depp. He's always going to do really well. One I have not seen Sweeney Todd though. As shameful as that is, as this theater person, I have not seen Sweeney Todd.
It's a musical.
I haven't seen any of it. I haven't seen a stage production of it. I haven't seen his interpretation of it. I haven't seen any of it. I know it is shameful. What I have seen of the more recent roles that Johnny Depp has done is in the Harry Potter Fantastic Beasts
and Where to Find Them. Okay.
I have conflicted feelings with the movies because the actor that was
who started before they
who started all of it. I really like that actor. I would have loved to see him play what's his face, Grindelwald.
Well,
and then Johnny Depp comes in, and I'm like, well, if we're gonna go for Harry Potter weird, there's no one better than Johnny Depp, and I can't complain about that. But I am perfectly okay with cutting ties with Warner Brothers and Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them.
You're talking about Colin Farrell. Or Colin Farrell.
Yes! He's hot too, and he's very talented.
Well, it's important that you said you like him, because as of rumors, they're bringing him back to replay the role because of Johnny Depp leaving.
Oh, Johnny Depp wasn't leaving. He was forced to resign.
Yeah.
Warner Brothers, because of Johnny Depp's lawsuit from accusations that he abused Amber Heard.
Yeah.
Which in fact have been proven wrong.
Yeah.
And that it was actually Amber Heard who physically abused him. Warner Brothers has continued Amber Heard's role in Aquaman 2.
Yep.
And has canceled Johnny Depp's contract for, I think it was 3 more Fantastic Beasts movies.
I'm just upset. Do you remember, this is the reason, do you remember Brendan Fraser? He's the guy who played in The Mummy. He was the guy who played in...
Yes, oh my god, yes. Oh girl. Or what was it, George of the Jungle?
Yes. So
we talking about childhood crushes. That was like a awakening.
Oh yeah. Of course.
I'm not gonna even lie. That was like a full-on fucking awakening.
Right. And you know how hard it was for him to get back into acting? That I hope that does not happen, because Brendan Fraser had a hard life. And I hope that doesn't happen to Johnny Depp. I hope he doesn't get blacklisted and all this for Amber, what's her face, who abused him and treated him like dirt, and it just, I'm just
I
upset.
mean, like, not only treated him like dirt, she ruined his reputation.
Yeah, absolutely.
She
Because now he lost.
absolutely ruined his reputation.
Yeah, and now he lost like a contract with Fantastic Beasts, and he was brilliant as a villain, absolutely brilliant. And
Absolutely.
I remember the last time I watched it was with a friend of mine, and we walked out and we're like, okay, the movie's all right, but Johnny Depp made the villain. It was just
Oh yeah.
it the way he spoke, the way that he carried it was just brilliant, and we were in awe of his acting. And
Yeah.
when I heard that they fired him or he was forced to leave, I was angry. And this happened this
Oh
week,
yeah.
right? Yeah, this happened this week,
Yeah. I think this was what
a few
I
days
heard
ago.
about it on like Thursday or Friday.
I have never been so angry. Mm. Mm-mm-mm.
I like I just I don't get it, honestly. I mean, I guess I do. It's capitalism. It's
It is
the illusion
capitalism.
of control. It's the illusion of all of this, and I don't get it because it's like Brendan Fraser came forward that he was sexually assaulted by a big name like director or
Mm-hmm.
producer in Hollywood, and he got blacklisted.
Yeah, that just I want him to
And
come back. Brendan
and
Fraser,
then
come back.
it's like because he like hit on hard times, he gained a lot of weight, and so when he did come back, a lot of people were not like fans were not forgiving. Um and just kind of pushed him back out of the limelight. And there's also and he hasn't really recovered since that. You also have Terry Crews that got his big break with Expendables, uh, written, directed, and produced by Sylvester Stallone. Um, and when he came forward that someone else, like outside of that production, but someone big name in Hollywood, also sexually assaulted him, he was fired from the Expendable franchise.
Yeah.
Um, and now we have Johnny Depp. Like, from my understanding, he is probably the largest name to come forward about any kind of abuse.
True. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But, and he's lost a contract with Warner Brothers because of this. And again, he is the victim here. And Warner Brothers is one of the largest, obviously one of the largest production companies there is over there.
Yeah.
But what I've heard is that he is actually still on good terms with Disney. So we may
Good.
still get Pirates of the Caribbean because from what I've heard, Johnny Depp has always said that if Disney is willing to write Pirates of the Caribbean, he is willing to do Captain Jack
Captain Jack
Sparrow
Sparrow.
for as long as he is physically able to stand up and do it.
I just want him to continue. Like, I appreciate Johnny Depp as an actor. He is phenomenal.
Oh
Speaking
yeah.
of phenomenal actors, I know we're still talking about Johnny Depp, but I should also say that Leonardo DiCaprio is also a phenomenal actor who's very versatile. Okay, I know I mentioned him
If
as
we
a
were
crush.
talking about a very versatile actor, can we do like Mark Wahlberg?
Mark Wahlberg, yeah,
Yeah, he's also hot.
yeah. I see you. I see that. Yeah. Sorry, I thought of this because like I know we're talking more of Johnny Depp and how amazing he is. There are so many amazing actors, which leads me. Are you done with the Johnny Depp thing? Because I have one last question to
It's
ask
like
you.
I'm done with it until I can go beat Warner Brothers ass for
Yeah,
it.
no, I'm pretty sure people are like a lot of people on Twitter are pissed about it. Like so many.
But hey, I'm a millennial. I'm petty as fuck. You gonna pull shit like this? Cool. I literally don't have to support you. Like I have the internet at my fingertips. I can figure out every single last fucking Warner Brother production there is, and I can just not watch them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to go see them. I don't have to do any of that. Like Aquaman, the first Aquaman was already shit. Cool. I don't have to go see the second one. I don't I will go support Ben Affleck somewhere else.
Exactly. I just
Hey Disney, how you doing?
I know. So I'm so scared of Disney. I love Disney, but I don't think I could ever work for Disney. Because I hear oh, Disney. Disney is
fair.
Yeah. Okay, so we got 10 minutes. I want to ask you one thing.
Yeah.
What movie are you excited to see in the coming year? I know this doesn't have anything to do with actors, but it could involve actors that you love that are having a movie that's coming out this coming year.
That's fair. And it is going to be a little hard to kind of like predict and project because we are still in the middle of a fucking global pandemic.
Yes.
Welcome to the new normal.
I don't want it to be normal.
I don't want it to be normal either, but people are like, we're gonna make it normal. Like this isn't normal.
This isn't
okay.
Yeah.
I hear WandaVision is coming out, and that has what's his name? Paul Bettany. I really like him. I like him a lot too. He's very attractive. He is very snarky. He's a really, really good actor. I remember him in A Knight's Tale as the character Chaucer. I really like him in that. I really like him all around.
Yes.
Girl, how dare we forgot Alan Tudyk.
Oh no, Alan Tudyk. First of all, he's a cop out. Okay, that's a cop out answer because he's too.
You can't call that. Yes, you cannot. No, he is an actor. He is an actor. He is hot. He is talented. You can't just be like, oh no, we ain't gonna talk about. No, he is hot as hell. He is very talented. I love him as Wash in Firefly. I love Nathan Fillion. Firefly. I'll fight you about Alan Tudyk.
The funny thing is, I absolutely adore Alan Tudyk. And we had a conversation about because it was like, okay, we were talking about voice actors who can fill particular roles. And Abby here is like, Alan Tudyk.
Who we wanted to see in a particular production. That is,
right. Yeah. Especially for a voice role. And I said, first of all, Alan Tudyk is a cop-out because he is too talented. He is like beyond A tier. He is S tier talent that you can't just say, oh, we gotta talk about Alan Tudyk. No, he's already like a fucking god, okay? In like the voice acting community, he is hella talented. I cannot touch him because he's so talented. So you can't use that because of course everyone adores Alan Tudyk. That's like a given, and that's a cop-out answer. Good Lord. If you say, okay, we need someone to voice this main character, it's going to be Alan Tudyk because he's fucking talented as all hell. Like, good Lord.
Okay, but still, they still haven't put him in a major role in Disney yet.
I think they will.
Or a leading role. Hey Hey is a very major role.
Hey
I will admit that. Hey Hey is a very major role in Moana.
Damn right.
But he still has not been given a leading role. So it ain't a cop-out yet until he gets a leading role in Disney.
All right. Okay, if he does get a leading role, then what? What are you going to do, huh?
Go watch it. I don't know what you're fucking expecting of me. I'm going to go watch it. You can join me or you can stay home and miss out.
No, I'm going to watch it, of course. I appreciate that man. I just think he's S tier. Like, good Lord. Good Lord, he's just so talented. But yes, good actor, yeah, and voice actor, and like just talented. I'll admit, but I still think it's a cop-out because he's so talented. Like, of course he's amazing.
I forgot where I was going with this conversation until it's just like Alan Tudyk hit me. Also, we haven't talked about Nicolas Cage.
Okay. I actually like Nicolas Cage. In
Yeah, I do too.
so in some roles, of course, he's subpar, but in
Oh,
others, he's
absolutely.
amazing. I saw bits and pieces because it was just too much of a trip for me of Mandy, like the horror, weird fucking trip of a movie. He was
Wasn't
really
that kind
good.
of recently?
Yeah, Mandy, and I think there was another recent horror movie he was in too that he actually was amazing in. It was hold on. It was the color. Hold on.
Color Out of Space.
Color Out of Space. And he played the father in The Color Out of Space. Thank you.
I've never
And
heard of Color Out of Space, and the like
I think
poster for
oh
it
yeah.
looks like something out of like the 80s.
Yeah. Yeah. If you've ever seen Mandy, Mandy looks like a poster from like a metal band. Like it's mm, mm.
No, it looks like a cover for The Walking Dead.
Mandy?
Yeah.
Oh, you have to watch the movie. It's a fucking trip.
I'm
But of
not saying that
course,
it like
I was supposed to say Nicolas Cage. How could we have forgotten? I am ashamed. Nicolas Cage is
mm,
amazing as well.
he's
It's
a hot mess, but
it's
he's still amazing.
yeah, that's a perfect way to say it. He is a hot mess, but he's still amazing. Good lord.
I have you seen Gone in 60 Seconds
Yes, I
with
think.
Angelina Jolie
Yes, yes,
and I think it's Forrest Whitaker?
yes.
That like it's so 90s. It's like
It's of
it was
course
released in
hella 90s.
2000. It's so 90s, and that's like I guess that's the decade he just thrives in is the 90s or the
Yeah.
early 2000s because National Treasure came out in the early 2000s. That was
I
really really good.
I like National Treasure. People are like shitting on it now as adults, but I'm like, you hush. National Treasure was amazing.
I mean, it's campy, but I'm like, it's not meant for adults. It's meant for like mid-teens and children.
Yeah. I thought it was very interesting. I really liked it. So Nicolas
another
Cage is
one,
amazing.
another one I really like Nicolas Cage in was Sorcerer's Apprentice. The live action,
Oh,
like
yeah.
that was a really really good
The
movie.
Sorcerer
It was
Apprentice was, yeah.
weird. It could have been better, but I'm like that's still like a really good movie, like live action adaptation of like a Fantasia short.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And not only that, didn't the guy, hold on. Cuz I actually there it is. You can watch it on Disney Plus, The Sorcerer's Apprentice. The guy who plays the main character, not Nick Cage, but the
Yeah,
other guy, he is also the voice actor for Hiccup.
he is.
Yep. Mhm. 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 Mhm.
Yep.
mhm. And every time I hear him, I literally when I first saw the movie, I would just close my eyes and I'm like, "Okay, Hiccup's a sorcerer now." Oh,
Okay.
man.
So we're on Sorcerer's Apprentice, and I'd like to do one more actor if you don't mind.
Of course
Um,
not.
the bad guy from Sorcerer's Apprentice, Alfred
Alfred Molina.
Molina. He is so good. He played Doc Ock in Spider-Man 2 with Tobey
Yes.
Maguire. He
Yes.
was in Raiders of the Lost Ark. He was
Yes.
just so good. Like I really, really like him. He does really good, sweet roles, but he also does bad guys so well.
Oh,
Again,
yes. Well,
no shame. I am all about a good villain.
right. And I
So
I have to
good.
say that he could be kind of typecasted cuz he does have like that evil villain face in a good way. You know what I mean?
It's that. It's those eyebrows. His eyebrows are like intense.
Yes. Yes, it is. It is exactly those eyebrows. And I love it. I love him for it. Good lord.
He does really, really well.
It's interesting because I can keep or talking about actors that just keep popping into my brain because there's so many that when you grow up you don't really think about. I can't So we only have like a minute left, but I can't really put down my favorite actor. Can you? Like, who
No,
can you say
no, I
is
can't.
your favorite actor?
I can't.
You
I really
can't?
can't. Like, I can't. Girl, we didn't even talk about Samuel L. Jackson.
Okay, so we do need a part two.
Oops! Oh no!
I'm just like,
How
listen,
terrible!
I was about to say,
It's like
I adore movies. I love movies.
same.
So I can keep talking about movies for hours. And remember, the first 45 minutes was just my childhood actors. You know, those actors. And now we're like finally getting into actors as an adult. And I'm just like, there's still so many. There are
Because
so many.
like I'm just like clicking on movies, and we're kind of doing like the 6 degrees from Kevin Bacon kind of thing. I'm like,
Oh,
I just clicked on
yes.
something. I'm like, God, girl, we forgot Gerald Butler, William Dafoe,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
and this is just actors.
Yeah. You can only imagine the actresses because I have so many.
Oh, okay. So the next time we talk about entertainment and
Mhm.
actors, I would suggest we do actresses next time, and then
I would
hold
say
off on actors part 2.
I would agree, especially with a bunch of new movies coming out next year. Depending on how the virus is, you know, I would love to see just sit down and see just watch a bunch of movies. A lot of them being classics, because like I can't wait to do actresses because I do have a as much as I have actors, I have actresses as well. You
Oh my
know,
God, yes. Yes.
so I'm super excited to see all of the actresses that like are coming out or actors that are coming out. I will also want to talk about upcoming actors and actresses that I hope kind of like Letitia Wright, the Shuri, the actress who plays Shuri. I want to
Yes.
see these actresses or Zendaya. I want to
Oh my
see
God,
how they
yes. Zendaya.
thrive. Yeah. I really want to
Oh, we
see.
didn't even talk about like Hugh Jackman.
No, we have a lot. We have so
And like
many.
he's hot and talented. He can sing and dance and
Yes.
perform.
Yep.
We didn't even talk about RDJ, Robert Downey
I was
Jr.,
about to
who's
say, I was
like
literally about to say Robert Downey Jr. as well. Yep, there's a
Chris
lot.
Evans, Chris Hemsworth, Chris Pine. The
All the
Chris's.
Chris's. The Chris's. Chris Rock. Oh my gosh. Now we have so many to talk about. And I just want to watch movies normally and in theater and laugh with a group of people and shoo.
Because it's
Shoo.
like, I like watching things at home. I like being able to do my own thing at home, but it's like, I'm a theater person. A
Yeah.
lot of times, what makes a movie is the audience.
Exactly.
Because
You
I
well,
watched Black Panther on the big screen,
oh yeah.
like its second weekend,
Mhm.
and like it was me, my husband, a coworker, their significant other, actually two coworkers and their significant others. Um, we are all white people, and there were probably maybe 4 other white people in that entire packed out theater. And
It's
it's like, I'm like, I am here for this movie because it's a Marvel movie, but
yeah.
I am here for like this interaction.
Well, you also thrive off the audience, their energies, you know? In a horror
It
movie, in a
makes a difference.
comedy, like in a comedy or in like something dramatic or, you know, the energy of the
In
audience
game,
makes it, yeah, it just makes it 10 times more, like you feel it more with an audience.
right?
And like it's just heightened. Even in a theatrical performance on stage, it's the exact same thing. Like you just feel the energy coming off from the audience. And like as much as actors can feel that, you can also feel it as an audience member, you know, watching.
Yep.
So that's what I love about theaters of all kinds, even stage performances. It's because if you have a good audience, oh man, it just makes it the
Does.
experience so much better. Like, oh, good lord, it's just so good. But anyway, that's all we
I
have
guess
for
we gotta wrap
today.
up.
Holy crap. I'm pretty sure we could still keep going. Like I know I could still keep going because there's so
Oh,
many that like you
absolutely.
said, like the list that you mentioned. But
Hmm.
yeah, we will be back next week. Now that things I hope, well, I don't want to say things are going to calm down because who knows? It's 2020. But maybe in the next week, things can kind of sit back and enjoy a breather at least, especially after the election. I'm pretty sure now that we don't have like such a stressful week, we can think of like a good topic to discuss. I mean, we have so many, but a good topic,
Yeah.
a good debate topic maybe of princes and princesses and all of that. Because I still want to debate that with you.
Best Cinderella movie.
Yeah, best Cinderella movie. Best Cinderella
Or
adaptation.
after.
No,
Or after. Yeah.
Robin Hammerstein's Cinderella. The one with the brandy.
I'm just glad we both agree that the Hilary Duff one is not the best one.
I like the Hilary Duff one, but oh my gosh, it was cheesy. I knew it was cheesy, and I still like it.
It's cute. It's cute.
Yeah.
It's definitely a product of its time.
Oh yeah. Flip phones? Come on now. Okay, sorry. We gotta end it here.
We gotta stop. We gotta end it. We gotta go. I need a nap. I got chores I gotta do.
Oh my gosh. Thank you guys so much for joining us. This was very much a lighthearted podcast today that we just needed. And it was fun to kind of get that out there. We will see you guys next week, 11 o'clock Central Time, 11 o'clock a.m. Central Time. Thank you guys so much for stopping by, and we will see you then. Have a good afternoon. Bye.